is a picture. In fact, an entire gallery of pictures. So often it seems some Oriental art director has set the scene. A junk over there, some smaller boats here. Let's have a few nets over the stern and, yes, a huddle of sampans in the foreground. Then suddenly the picture becomes real. The children are not extras. Their first months and their first steps are on a moving boat. They've grown graceful with the rhythm of the water, and they will grow old in the shelter of the harbor, for this is their chosen way. And for a while you can drift with this tide of life. Photograph the sea-going chickens having lunch. And enjoy the good seafood served on board one of the floating restaurants. Hong Kong Harbor is the most exciting place. Cruise ships call. Hydrofoils skim between the merchantmen, and the ferries shuttle incessantly with tourists in their cars. Of course, to some, it's just the 810 office on the 26th floor. But to those who visit Hong Kong, it is a most lively and exciting pattern of contrast. In a short score of years, Hong Kong has grown from 1 to 4 million people. Great hotels mark this crossroad of world travel. It remains a free port and one of the best shopping centers in the world. So if diamonds are really a girl's best friend, and of course pearls, rubies and jade, then you can make a whole new circle of friends here, at the very best prices. Of course, if you're a man, the sense of values is quite different. A really excellent piece of cloth, beautifully tailored in a matter of days, or hours, at a fantastically low price, is all that's required.
I think 3.
Okay. ตัวเราก็พุ่นแล้วน้องสร้าง
Well, the whole thing may sound like Chinese to you, but the end product will be Savile Row or Fifth Avenue, just as you prefer. Perhaps you're a collector of beautiful treasures, such as this ritual piece in jade. It is 2,000 years old and symbolizes heaven with clouds and a carved dragon. And few can resist a new camera, for Hong Kong is just like one big showcase for all the finest optical goods. You can save enough on the camera to get an extra lens, and quite apart from the extraordinary value, there's so much to photograph. If you take the Peak tram ride, and most visitors do, you can take these panoramic views of Hong Kong. And there's Kowloon across the harbor. Everywhere, the dense modern apartments remind us of the refugees who came in their hundreds of thousands, their worldly goods in one basket. Today, they have a good, clean place to live and work to provide for the future. Another outward sign of this success story is the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. With 1,500 beds, it is the biggest in the Orient. Repulse Bay is one of the many resorts where you can relax between those shopping sprees and make up for those hours of sleep which somehow got lost in the lights. Hong Kong has a good share of nightlife, and there's one very special Chinese show. So, as this is our last night and our table is ready, let's go. surprising, many-sided portrait, which is the charm of the Orient.